Over the course of the last few years, there has been nothing but conversation about who is Microsoft going to purchase next. There have been in a lot of different talks. A lot of the rumors were around EA a couple of years ago. Throughout this year, there's been a lot of conversation about WB Games. And then recently, we just had a lot of information come out about Bungie being something that Microsoft was pursuing. And all of this stuff just kept falling through, or nothing had came of it. But as I wake up today, dead tired after staying up to 5 o'clock making the last video you saw, it just flashes across my timeline on Twitter that Xbox purchased ZeniMax Games. You know, the ones that are the parent company of Bethesda Softworks. And they did it for $7.5 billion. $7.5 billion. Man, let's talk about this. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Forte, and thank you for checking out this video. Please hit that like button and please hit that subscribe button, and make sure you head over to Twitter. Follow me over there. It's the best place to interact with me as a gamer, so we can talk about the things we don't talk about in this video. So if there was one great thing that you could just wake up to in the afternoon, it's just knowing that the company that you prefer to play your games on acquired more games for you to play. And my people, that just happened. Microsoft just acquired ZeniMax Media and Bethesda Softworks. Listen, and they did it for a massive $7.5 billion. $7.5 billion, that is huge. That is by far the biggest deal that has ever been made in video game history. Microsoft literally turned up for this one. I can't do anything but give them applause for it, because this is what we wanted from them. Ever since they closed Lionhead Studios a very long time ago, ever since they started canceling games like Scalebound and just went into this downward spiral of not having any really exclusive games to their platform, or any game studios to speak of, Microsoft has bolstered their lineup going all the way from like 6 to 15. Now they're at 23. And these are all of the studios that they were receiving the deal along with Bethesda Software. We have Bethesda Software, we have Bethesda Game Studios, we have id Software, ZeniMax Studios Online, we have Arcane Studios, Machine Games, Tango Gameworks, Alpha Dog, and Roadhouse Studios. This is a massive list of studios that's going to bring Microsoft's total number up to 23. Microsoft is making power moves to make sure that they have enough content to fuel Game Pass for as much as they need to do. And what are studios without having the names of a lot of the games that these studios makes? Well, we got Dishonored, we got Wolfenstein, we got Elder Scrolls, we got Fallout, Doom, the upcoming Starfield game, The Evil Within 1 and 2, and we also have Prey, along with a whole bunch of other games that will be made under the banner of Bethesda, which will be also just tied to the Xbox ecosystem going forward. This is truly incredible. I don't know what to say, because I didn't expect to wake up today and see this type of news hit the tea leaves like it did today. Now, another question that's on everybody's mind is what's going to happen with this exclusive content? What's going to happen with games like Deathloop? What's going to happen with games like Ghostwire that are already confirmed to be PS5 exclusive games? How are those going to play themselves out? And guess what? Spillfenster already came out and said that we are going to honor any of the deals that were made prior to the acquisition of this company, and we're going to say that those games are still going to keep their time exclusivity that's on another platform, which is pretty incredible to think of, that they're still going to honor those deals. And we also get another quote from Phil Spencer talking about how they are going to judge these games on a case-by-case basis. There are going to be games that are still going to be multi-plat. They're still going to bring them to other platforms. They're going to also hold the right to bring those games exclusively to Xbox or PC. So even with the fact of not knowing exactly how this exclusivity deal is going to work going forward when it comes to it being multi-plat or just first party, we do know that Game Pass just got stronger. Game Pass has shown itself to be one of the best services you can get in gaming. A lot of people wondered like where they were going to be able to keep up with the demand of all the content that was going to have to be in a service like this to dub it the Netflix of gaming. And by increasing their developer count up to 23, it looks like they're getting even closer to that milestone. The biggest thing about Game Pass is you just got to have the content there to entice people to want to stay subscribed, and then you just want to get it to a certain point where people just forget that they have it because it just becomes part of their daily lives, and they use it as a vehicle to jump into as they wait for the bigger first party games to come out, which will be day and date inside of Game Pass. Think about that. All of Bethesda's games, now they are Microsoft's games, will be day and date when they hit Game Pass. And trust me, all of the games that Bethesda don't have in Game Pass right now will be there on November 10th when the Xbox Series X and S releases. I believe Microsoft just made a power move when it comes to this acquisition. This is something that a lot of people just truly did not see coming. And I think that's why it's having such a great effect. The fact that nobody saw this, nobody was able to leak it, made this an even more powerful announcement, because you just woke up and was like, whoa, what did Phil Spencer just do? He literally just turned the industry on top of his head in the course of an afternoon. But I do think it's something that the gaming community really truly needed, because after last week, it's just been rough. You know, PlayStation had its missteps when it came to pre-orders. The 3080 was just not able to be bought by a lot of people that want it. And it just seems like hearing that Microsoft wants to compete is something that I think a lot of Xbox fans are very happy to hear. Over the last few years, people didn't think that was the case because Xbox really wasn't pushing you to buy their platform. They just wanted you to be in their ecosystem when it came to Game Pass, and they still want you to do that. But it's kind of hard to dismiss $7.5 billion. Yes, it has a lot to do with Game Pass. It doesn't mean that they're going to sell way more consoles, even though, and I do believe news like this will have a lot of people just thinking that these games are only available on Xbox. So if you were thinking about buying a PlayStation, or you are going to buy a PlayStation, there's a really good chance that you're still going to just jump over and buy an Xbox just because you think they will be exclusive, which is still a win-win in Microsoft's regard anyway. But for the most part, it just seems like a lot of people just have to just take a wait and see approach to see how these games are going to play themselves out. They already, like I said, announced that a lot of these games are going to be in Game Pass. They're going to all end up being there. I just know they mentioned a couple of them inside the blog post, like Starfield, that will be going into Game Pass. And we know they're working on a new Elder Scrolls 6, and that's more than likely going to be there too, just because of the mandate that Microsoft put on themselves to say that all our games going to be inside of Game Pass day and date. And the reason I think that's very crucial is the fact that PlayStation has already announced that their games are going to be $70 when it comes to the next gen. Now, Xbox hasn't announced that yet. Phil Spencer has been very cagey and vague when it comes to all the interviews he's done when it comes to this topic. But let's be for real. Microsoft more than likely is going to do this. But the trump card is going to be the fact that now that you have all of these third-party games that are technically exclusive to the Xbox, and like I said, we do think they are going to come to PS4 too, but why would you want to play on a platform where you have to pay $70, or you can just play on PC or play on Xbox for $10 a month, or $15, or shoot, even $20 if it goes up to that? Because overall, if you buy 4 next gen games, that's $280 you'll be spending on just games alone. Compared to Xbox Game Pass in the current state that it is right now, even if you go under Ultimate, you can get 2 to 3 years worth of Game Pass for that same amount of money, but even less. So guys, this is all very interesting, and it's going to be a lot of conversations going on throughout the week. I know me and my boy Slow-Mo Backslap are going to be talking about this tonight on the DPS podcast. Come check us out. It's going to be on my channel tonight. Can't wait to wrap it up with him, man. But look, man, like I said, this is going to be a conversation that's not going to stop. Everybody's going to be talking about this throughout the entire week. It really just comes down to, what do you guys think? Bethesda, if you're a PlayStation fan, does this make you want to buy an Xbox? Or if you already have a PC, are you going to just play those games over there? I want to hear what you guys got to say about this in the comment section. Also, do you think that Microsoft should be petty and keep these games exclusive, or do you think they should toe the line like they did with Minecraft and just leave it everywhere? I definitely want to hear from you guys in the comment section about that as well. But outside of that, guys, you have an incredible week, a lot of great gaming news. Enjoy the games that you're playing, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.